Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. It has been a couple of weeks since we've been live on Saturdays, and so I have the pleasure of bringing the energy of Master Sanat Kumara to share this important opportunity for awakening and meditation. What he wanted to convey to us today is that you must make a distinction between the illusionary personality that the world is constructed for you. You must understand that you have a belief in an idea of a self that is not who you are. Let us repeat that. You have a belief in an idea of a self that is not who you are. And equally so, you're repeatedly being given ideas about a self that you are not. The only place to find the nature of the self that is truly you is to go within, to pull away from the world which keeps you attached and tied to the external reality exclusively. And each and every one of you knows that there is another reality that you are living all the time, but most of you are unaware of it. This other reality is the inner world, the place where you evaluate the insanity and craziness in your own mind and in your world as it is today. From the place within yourself, you can look out on your own mind and the landscape of this world and see a very clear and obvious difference between what you are observing and what you are if you pay close attention. And what do I mean by paying close attention? I mean to take your attention away from the world, away from your thoughts, away from your memories, away from your emotions. Go inward. Go inward. This is where you'll begin to find the self that is you, instead of the self that the world has constructed for you, and which you find yourself sometimes uncomfortably attached to. The practice of meditation, as complex as some people believe it to be, is actually a very simple process to functionally learn. The difficulty is in the consistent and regular application of it. But I can assure you right now that if you are able to take the first few simple steps, you can begin to divest yourself of the you that you are not and awaken the you that you are, the spiritual, functional soul that you are. It is within you. You will not find yourself in the world. You'll find information in the world. You'll find sensational experiences in the world. You'll find smells and touches and tastes and sights and sounds in the world, but you will not find yourself there. You can find pleasure here. You can find pain here, but you will not find yourself here. You will find the polarity of this dimension here. My reason for coming to this one today was to give you a few of the simple steps that you can utilize in the process of beginning to return to yourself now, because the self that is you is very different than the mask you've been given to wear by the world, the person you've been told to think you are supposed to exist as, the person you think you are supposed to be by the standards of the world around you. And let me say to you that the standards of who you really are far higher than any standards you will ever find in the world, as the standards of what you are is a function of love and has very little to do with fear, control, power, authority. Who you truly are is by nature an extension of divine love. That is your true nature. But many of you are encapsulated in your structures of personality, trapped in the maze of information and ideas and beliefs that you are continually being bombarded with through your five physical senses, so distracted by the world that you rarely take time to look beyond your thoughts to go deep within yourself and look beyond your thoughts to begin to remember the functional being that is you. How can you know yourself if you are distracted from it? You cannot. You cannot know yourself if you are distracted from it. And your mind distracts you and the world distracts you. And the system of self-realization that begins with the practical function of what you call meditation is not a very complex process. It is extremely simple in the process. Again, the only challenge is in your willingness to commit long enough and sufficiently enough to the process to feel and experience the wonder of what you truly are as something that is no longer captured or enslaved to the personality, to the ideals of the world. How can you possibly know who you truly are if the ideals of the world enslave you, which is what has happened to the vast majority of the people in this physical dimension? The souls that came here to realize themselves have lost themselves in the world. And this has been spoken of in many different things. You have lost yourself, and you've lost yourself even further. But the goal in coming to this dimension was to find yourself, not in the world, but within yourself, but to use the contrast of the world that you exist in to begin to reflect upon the distinction between what you are and what you are not. It is clearly understood that your body is not you. It is a vehicle provided to you by your creator that allows you to express and experience your relationship to time, space, and matter. And the few functional steps that you need to understand in terms of meditation become very important and extremely valuable in restoring your well-being and your peace of mind in a very short frame of time. Yes, even lifetimes of difficulty can be ameliorated and released from you in a very short period. Literally lifetimes of acquired, memorized suffering and pain can be released in a very short period of time when you understand the simple and the easy steps that you may follow. Let us say this now. These are the steps, and they are very simple because you do many of these steps already. You are just not conscious. You are doing them most of the time, and you don't use them deliberately and consciously with a specific goal or outcome in mind for your experience of being. So understand this. The function of your breath, that is the way you can utilize the breath of your body, provides you with a very unique opportunity to begin to reclaim your authority over this realm of matter. And where do you begin in terms of establishing mastery over matter? You begin it by establishing that over your own mind and body. And so the function of your breath becomes very valuable in that purpose of establishing or reestablishing authority over your mind and body. And so the function of your breath is exquisite if you are conscious in how you use it for establishing a state of peace, calmness, poise, to liberate yourself from distractive thoughts, confusion, the tugs and pulls of the world around you, keeping you disembodied from the nature of what you truly are. The function of your breath is the foundation at which you can begin to assert deliberate and immediate authority over the physical world. And so the act of the breath is an assumption of authority over the matter you call your body, which is part of the matter of this world. If you cannot control the matter of your own body, it's very difficult then to control the matter of the world around you. And that's why so many of you are so poor and why so many of you are so struggling with your minds and your emotions, because you've not learned the simple, practical, foundational steps of being able to moderate and regulate the functions of matter that are immediately available to you. And it begins with your breath, the act of your breath. Breathing slow and breathing deeply, giving the body permission to be undistracted by the world. You can tell the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, the sense of touch. You can tell them to pull away from the world, to come inward to you with your breath. You can use your breath and say, I pull you away from the world, sight and sound and smell and touch and taste. I bring you inward. I draw you to me. You draw the awareness of your body to you. You reestablish your position of authority over your physical body. The act of breathing and saying, I will not allow the sounds and the smells and the touches and the taste to disturb me. I'm going to close the eyes and therefore close the sight centers from the world. I will close the ears and close the auditory centers from the world. I will draw myself inward, and that's what your breath does. You begin to draw yourself inward. You draw yourself inward. And with each breath, if you are understanding that you fill your lungs and you release the body from tension, you command the body lovingly and gently, I release you, I relax you, I restore you to rest. And you use a process of articulating the function of the body's own mechanisms to restore it to a place of calmness and still and peacefulness. The length and duration of your success in establishing peace in your mind and body can take longer or shorter depending upon the process you're using and whether or not you are following instructions from others that are already applying or practicing the same thing. But if you can stay in the simple practice of using the breath of your body to direct it to not be bound by the world, to pull the resources of the body inward to you. And this is the first portion or first segment of beginning to restore yourself to you, who you are now, who you have always been, this extension of divine love, lost in the illusions and the masks of the personalities that you've garnered through many lifetimes, lost in the overwhelming flow of information and distraction all around you that keeps you looking everywhere but within. And I'm here today to simply make you curious enough to look within. What else might be within you that you cannot see because you are looking outside? What else might you hear within you because you are not hearing inside? What else might you feel because you are not feeling inside? What else might you feel if you go inside? What else might you see and hear and know? For if you were to be given the solutions to your problems from the world, you would already have them right now. If the world was going to provide you with the freedom and joy and the love and the happiness that you've been seeking, you would have it now. The world is a carrot on a stick, keeping you ever eternally away from yourself if you so choose to continue following the carrot. And if you are willing to turn your attention away from the world for but a little while, I can assure you that the state of being, the state of who you are, when you begin to experience what you are as a being, as a vibration, as a consciousness, not defined by the personality you've been given, nor the interpretations of you imposed upon you from the world or the distractions of the world. There's a very different you, a very tranquil and powerful and unstoppable you that is clear and focused, peaceful and calm, and yet very decisive and clear about actions needing to be taken, because they're not derived then from the information you've garnered from the world, but they're derived from the very nature and source of what you are. You could say your divinity, that place within you where all information and knowledge and truth resides. It is within you right now. It is within you right now. And to what degree and extent that you can hear these words and feel the truth of the vibration of what we're saying, then you have the opportunity to begin the process of saying, I will pull myself away from the world. I will look inward and reflect upon myself. Who am I that is aware of my thoughts? Who am I that is aware of the sounds and the smells? And who is that you that you are? For that you must awaken now, or continue to be bound by the distractions of time and space and matter. And then also to be in a condition where you're not able to effectively contribute what you came here to contribute, because each and every one of you came here to contribute something unique to this world. Not to be a conglomerate of minds and bodies that dance and jump around in unison, but a unique individual specialized in an expression that only you as an individual can articulate, but you can only discover, recognize, and actualize that function when you know what it is. And you cannot know what it is from the world, because if the world were able to tell you who you are supposed to be and do, you would be very happy right now. For who you are is already established within you, and you must go in. You must turn away from the world for a little time every day to begin the process of going into that sacred space deep in the city of 9 gates, deep within, not out. If out were going to fulfill you, you would be fulfilled. You must go within. And the function of your breath is the beginning of entraining your body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. And training your mind, to likewise no longer distract you with the memories and the anticipations and the fears and the uncertainties that exist and have been imposed upon you by the environment, whether you wanted to or not. The mediums of communication, information on this planet continually bombarding you. There's not one building you can go into these days that does not have some system telling you what to think or feel or believe or say or do. Very few places that you can go in this world where you're not being told what you should think or what you should fear or what you should desire or want. And so you find yourself never really finding fulfillment, but always knowing that it exists. And the only way you can begin to move in the direction of that is to go inward, to turn away from the world, to go within. Where you are, what you are. You are not there, what you are told to be here. You are within yourself what you are when you begin to discover that. When you can train your mind and you can train your physical body to be still and quiet and peaceful. In that moment where you are able to carry out that function, where you withdraw yourself from the world, you say, I will not play in this game anymore. I will go within and find the truth of who I am and not accept any longer who you tell me I should or shouldn't be, what I should or shouldn't think. I will go within and discover who I am. And for some of you, this may sound strange. Well, to find myself by losing my mind, by turning my mind and pulling my senses away from the world and going within, I'm going to find myself? And the answer is yes, you will find yourself. The self that is truly who you are. The self that you came into this world initially being, a function of possibilities and curiosity and playfulness and joy, ungoverned excitation about the existence of being. So in learning to be able to use the function of your breath to establish a state of dominance over your mind and body, so they no longer enslave you to the information, the ideologies, the beliefs that have been given to you, you must learn to train your mind and train your body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. And there is not one amongst you that, if you apply the simple mechanisms sufficiently, patiently, lovingly, and kindly for your mind and body, for some of you, we know that your mind and body is quite the mess of noise going on in there. And being unable to still it, you think, what can I do? I cannot stop this. And let me assure you that you are more than capable of stopping the noise in your mind. With a single finger, you could stop the noise in your mind with a single sound. With a single sound, you can quiet your mind down. And when you quiet your mind down, you're not distracted by the sounds and the sights and the smells, as delightful as they might be, and you turn your attention away from them, you go inward, and there's a place central to who you are that you begin to experience this inner sensation of goodness, which is your true nature. You begin to turn away from the world and look inward, and what you will see inside is nothing like what you've been told about who you are. And when you begin to experience who you are, you find the natural freedom that comes with being that which you are. The functional expression of your being is fully intact, but has not yet been fully articulated in this world, because your mind and your body and your attachment to them have necessitated that you think and feel and believe and act in very specific ways according to what is in your mind and how your body has been conditioned by this world. But I can assure you that when you go deeply inside yourself, you begin to experience the essential vibrational state of what you are as an I, as a being, as a soul, untethered and unbound by the confines of personality or senses, but able to utilize the function of personality and body as a creative mechanism to then begin to disseminate from yourself what is your purpose in this world. Why did you come here? But if you do not look inward and you remain attached to what the world has told you to think and feel and believe, then you are bound by what you believe, as equally as you can be liberated by what you believe if you understand how to let it go, how to let go of the old self, the self that is not who you are. The name, the label is not who you are. And the mind and body are but merely instruments that you were designed by nature to be able to utilize. Your mind and body were instruments provided to you by nature that can be utilized for your function of purpose here. But in order to know your function of purpose, you must come to know yourself now. And you must do this now. There's no time to delay. You must learn to remember yourself, to go into this place where you will feel the incredible wonder and bliss about who you are. When you take your eyes off the ugly mirror of misinformation that you've been given in your mind and you look into the mirror of your soul, I can assure you, you will experience nothing but delight and wonder and gratitude. Gratitude at being, and gratitude at your life. Not the life that the world has tried to get you to live, but the life that you are. The life that the divine gave you as a gift and said, here, go forth with this gift of life. It says that to you already, go forth with this gift of life. And many of you leave the gift unopened. Many of you don't even realize the gift is inside of you. Many of you think the gift is in your cars and your houses and your properties. Many of you think the gift is in money and sensationalization. And yet many of you go to these experiences of the external world at the end of the day, finding yourself dissatisfied and unhappy, not understanding fully and completely. It is not about the things in the world that you will find fulfillment through them. You will find fulfillment through the realization of who you are, the beautiful light that you are, the being that you are that is truly purposeful, a function and extension of love, here and now. My primary reason for coming through this one today was to remind you there are very simple and practical ways that you must begin to remember yourself, or the perpetual process of reincarnation, the same life, different lifetime, will occur and occur and occur until you begin to go within, until you begin to pull yourself away from the distractions of this world, of the senses. That does not mean you give up your body or you give up the world. You simply bring something of yourself to the world that is real, and not simply wear the mask of the persona that was provided to you by the environment, oftentimes against your will, or the distractions socially and politically that are constantly bombarding you to believe this or deny that, attack this or love that. No, the nature of what you are is very significantly different than what you know yourself to be from the perception of your mind, which has been provided to you by the world. And so the process of the breath becomes your very first step in beginning in earnest to train your mind and train your body to be your servants and no longer your masters. But you will not find any long-term satisfaction in the world, but you'll find eternal satisfaction in being what you are, the function of divine love that you were by nature, by the divine, manifested to become, be, and do. While there are several other steps to consider in the process of this first step of the breath, of realizing that you can use your breath and you can draw your attention away from the world to relax the body. You can use the breath to quiet and calm your mind, because the thoughts in your mind are not you. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll begin to get disentangled from the web of confusion that often plagues so many of you, that you produced great societies that cause great polarities of suffering, and the polarities of suffering and fulfillment that goes back and forth after one lifetime another, each of you in your turn getting the pleasures of the world for one lifetime and the misery of the world in the next. You do not have such polarity when you are being that which you truly are. But the process of your breath is the primary mechanism through which you begin liberating yourself from your mind, your body, and the world. And it is the mechanism that begins to lead you back home to yourself, to remember the beautiful vibrational spirit that you are. And then what did you come to bring to this world with that vibrational beauty that you are? How to rediscover, how to remember, how to recall that you are a divine entity. You are not some collection of information and thoughts. You are not simply a physical organism. These are instruments that you've been given by Creator to learn the function of creation. If you wish to truly understand, then you will replay this and you will evaluate what was said and you will hopefully apply it. But my goal is simply to tell you it is time. You must awaken yourself now. You must remember who you are now. Do not wait till tomorrow. You will not find who you are in the world. You can find things in the world that can make you feel good or give you good ideas, sensations, but you will not know the you that is you by chasing the world. If that were the case, you'd be every one of you would be quite fulfilled. If you were finding yourself in the world, you'd all be very fulfilled. And yet the vast majority of you are very unhappy. And not because you want to be unhappy, but that is the nature of being dispossessed of who you are, by being lost in an illusionary mask, so that when you look into your mind and you look in the mirror, you do not see who you are. You see what you have in your mind and what is in the mirror. But when you truly engage the essential nature of what you are as a spiritual consciousness, in that moment, you will see the wonder and the magnificence of your mind, and the wonder and magnificence of that beautiful instrument called your body, that allows you to have a doorway into expressing your being into a creative manifestation in this world, which is what you came here to do, to manifest a unique function of spirit through that individual point of consciousness called your physical body. That is an instrument for you to articulate the beautiful expression that is you through time and space and matter, and not simply to suffer. The journey of suffering is there because you have lost yourself to the world. The journey of love and joy is when you find yourself within again. And when you lose yourself, the self that you've been given by the world, you will find yourself. As strange as it might sound, but when you begin to experience that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you are not the body, they are instruments, then you can begin to modify and tune your instrument to who you are, rather than finding yourself grossly warping yourself into something that the world has made you into being, that is not representative of who you truly are at all. And so you have this wonderful opportunity. I hope you will take it. Wow. Good morning. Guten Morgen. Yes. So let's say thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you, Sanat Kumara, for that wonderful message. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, when the energy of these beings comes through, my whole body changes, and it's a wonderful thing that I begin to experience. It has this wonderful way of connecting, because you're not alone. Whether you believe it or not, you are not alone, and you'll never be alone, ever, even in this world. But the loneliness that you feel in this world with so many people around you is different than not feeling alone when you connect to who you are as a spiritual being. When you suddenly start to recognize the nature of what you are. Oh, I found them, sweetheart. Thank you. The nature of what you are is so much different than what you've been told you are. We get born into a physical body, and they tell you, they tell you, your name is John, your name is Jenny, your name is Joan and George, and you're Sherry. And that's what they tell you. That's what they tell that body. That's what they tell you when you first come in this world. They give you a name that belongs to the world, but it's not who you are. The name isn't you. And then you gather all this information, knowledge, and experience up from the world. And you're so out there looking at what smells and touches and tastes, then you're so distracted, you get lost in the world. And they tell me this all the time. And you have to lose that personality in order to find who you really are. And I like what he's saying about the function of the breath, because it's very, very true. One of the things they do in our masterclass series is they're constantly, there's a series of meditations. They do 3 very intense guided meditations every week of every one of our classes. So there's 3 of those. So every class you get about 9 or 10 discussions and meditations on how to awaken yourself to yourself. And these are powerful and transformative experiences that put you directly in touch with who and what you really are, not who you've been taught to think you are. Because most people are stuck in their thoughts, remembering this, remembering that, fearing this, anticipating that, living a past, present, or a future past. That's how most people live. They live a past, present, or a future past. And that's why most people suffer, because they're not living in the present moment of who they are. And if you don't get back into who you are, how can you know who you are? You can't. You can't. Got a super chat over here on YouTube. Hello, hi JJ. Thank you for that super chat. Hello, I'm about to do a 28-day proper full body and parasite detox. Do my guides have thoughts or suggestions regarding this? I'm just getting like literally applause. I'm literally hearing applause in my mind. I'm hearing like an audience, like you're at a massive symphony, and there's all this applause going on. Except these words. Somebody's giving me these words. Have no doubt. Have no doubt in your process, as your question indicates that there is some degree of doubt in it. Remove all doubt. Remove all doubt in your process. Wow. That's wonderful. Yeah, I've heard so many good things about parasites cleanses in this last year. It's been wonderful. Like things like fenbendazole and ivermectin and other things that you can use to actually kill parasites from your body. Worth looking up, worth looking into. People don't realize how much parasitic. Most of the people that run the planet are parasites. Remember, most of the people that run the planet, of political and social and economic systems, most of them are parasitic. They take, they manipulate, they control, and they take. They sell things that are poisonous and toxic for you, and then tell you it's good. Right? Things go better with Coke. Remember those old ads? Or they tell you how good cornflakes taste great. They'll sell you all kinds of things. So that's going on right now. But yeah, have no doubt. Have no doubt. Someone's saying, oh, hello, Wendy. Good morning and welcome. Good morning, William, and beautiful souls listening here. Much love and appreciation for you. We are the light workers of the world. Much love and gratitude for you, beloved Sanat Kumara. Yes. Yes. He says, that which is given from spirit is in spirit returned to you. Ooh, goosebumps. Hi, Sarah. I signed up for the masterclass. Will we receive the link of the group soon? Yes. So the masterclass 101, I saw that, Sarah. I'm really glad you registered for masterclass 101. It's going to be a life-changing event for you or anybody that comes into that class. You'll receive your link and a study. What happens the night before the course begins, which is July the 6th of next month. You'll receive the evening before around 10 p.m. You're going to receive an itinerary. And the itinerary is going to contain all the links to all the live events. So you just click on the link and you can go right to the event on that particular day. You can set your calendar up accordingly. And you'll also receive a study guide. So the study guide and the itinerary you'll receive the night before, and instructions on how to join the private group and how to interact with other students. It's a 3-week program that you're going to be so grateful you took. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people say how happy they were that they took this course. And again, for those of you that are interested in signing up for Masterclass 101 Awakening, because it's literally a course on awakening, keep in mind, it's going to liberate you from a lot of things that you have thought you couldn't control or overcome. But it's designed to take you in the process of awakening. First, get you aware of your mind and body, how to connect your guides and angels. There's practices in the courses, techniques you'll learn that will let you quiet your mind, calm your body, which begins an automatic healing process for you too. When the mind and body are quiet, the body can go into a healing process and you begin to awaken. When you're not distracted by your mind and you're not distracted by the world, you'll begin to awaken. So although it's about connecting to your guides and angels, it is primarily a mediumship program. So you get to connect to your guides, your angels, ascended masters, beings that will give you information that will elevate you up in knowledge and wisdom, intelligence. I channel ascended masters Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, as do some of our other staff that are working there. We have 3 other mediums, 1 on diet. But I'm really glad. So it's on Friday next week that you'll receive your study guide and itinerary. And then we have the orientation next Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And you're going to love that. It's where you get an overview of the course and you get a chance to connect to some of the instructors that are in the program. And you'll know what to expect over the next 3 weeks, because it is a 3-week program. It is a very intensive, high impact program that will really let you retain and learn a lot of things that you didn't know were available for you to learn. Anyway, thank you, sir. I'm really glad you joined up for it. The classes are channeled specifically for those in the class. Will change your life. Oh, thank you. And it is very true. It is true. We have people that come in and they go through, we've seen so many healings. Healings are natural phenomena of shifts in your consciousness. That's what I've learned in these last 5.5 years since I've watched these masters speak through me and talk through me and communicate with other people through me, that healing is a natural phenomena when you move yourself away from fear to love. And ultimately, that's the process of evolution, is to move from fear to love, right? And it's wonderful. Miracles are natural phenomena of shifts in your energy. And if you can learn to shift your energy, your health and your mind and your body will improve. Wonderful. Thank you. Good morning, Susie. Thank you for that super chat. Good morning. Do you have any messages for me from Master Jesus? I got to go slow because it's very deep. He's saying it's very important you go into the silent space, deep where you are undisturbed. It is similar. I don't know if you meditate, Susie, but you need to go into that place of deep silence within yourself. He awaits you there to be seen and heard, to receive the love of the divine. That is your birthright. Go within, to the deep, still place within. The deep, still place within. A lot of people don't know to do that. There is a place inside you that's not from this world. A place where God is within you, where Christ is within you, where Buddha is within you, where the great masters live within you. And we all have that place inside us, but the vast majority of people are so distracted by sounds and smells and touches and tastes and drugs and distraction, politics, and all these distractions that keep you outside of yourself. Is why so many people are unhappy, because they're not connected to themselves. Anyway, that's that place. He's calling the sacred silence within you. And ask for my name. Ask for his name when you get to that place inside where it's really silent, Susie. Where you go in that place and the world isn't pulling you into it. You'll learn. I mean, you got to sign up for Masterclass 101. Sign up for the class. You'll learn to do this. You'll learn to connect to Master Jesus or Buddha, whomever you want to connect to. You want to connect to God? You're always connected to God. You're always connected to Christ. You're always connected to the Buddha. There's different names given to the same phenomena of love that exists within every single human soul. Right? Oh, thank you, David. I really appreciate that that super chat. David's asking, "Hi, William. I'm experiencing a tingling heat in my face in recent weeks after a stressful time. Any ideas what the cause? What is the cause? Well, I'm being told to tell you this, David. Take both of your hands right now. Take both of your hands right now, and very, very gently put both hands just above the surface of the skin, not on it, just above the surface of the skin. And then allow yourself to feel the way the flow of energy from the hands goes to the face. Your brain will perceive it as heat, but it's not just heat. There's an energy there, a flow of energy that's coming out of the hands. You can call it heat, but it doesn't matter. But allow your face, that tingling sensation on your face, to receive. I will tell them that in a moment. Allow your face to receive that energy. Just allow it to receive it. And then as you feel that energy going from your hands into the face, just think and speak these words. Love enters here. Love leaves here. Just think and speak those words. Love enters here. Love leaves here. And just repeat that for about 30 seconds and describe what you start to feel in the body after that. But I was told in the middle of that, somebody came in and said to me that there's some irritants you have to let go of. There's some irritants. Are these both chemical and people? There's people and chemicals around you that are irritating you. You have to let them go. The remedy that we gave to you from this one was to begin the process of restoring that function of love, which is a purely healing energy. Love is a purely healing energy. That's what love is. Love is a purely healing energy. If you understand what love is. Andrew's saying it's to awaken, as in to remember who we are outside of the human life. Yes, that's exactly what it is, Andrea. It's exactly what it is. Learning to remember that. That's what you're here to remember. Wonderful. Yeah, congratulations on joining the course. So for those of you that want to know more about the course, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. Check on in the shop or in the store and click on 101 Masterclass Awakening, and all the details for the course are there. And you can register today. You've only got 6 days left to register. And this course will change the direction of your life in a very profound and wondrous way. You did not come to this world to suffer. You came here to thrive and be creative. You know, so many people are waiting for the world to save them and fix them. You know, you got your TV shows telling you, look, a superhero will come and rescue you. No superhero is going to come and rescue you. You are the superhero. But how do you get to that? Because if you were the superhero you really are, you'd have all the things you need. You'd be able to take care of yourself and provide for yourself in easy ways. But the vast majority of people are caught up in the personality self, the self that's been made by the world around you. And so you're trying, knowing that there's a better life for me, but I can't seem to make it happen. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because you're trying to make something happen with what you've been taught that doesn't allow you to make it happen. And you need to go back inside to the realm where you create and manifest the possibilities for yourself. Not where you're waiting for the world to fix you, but where you go inside and you can say, I want to experience more love in my life. And the nature of that request begins to create things in your life. It's not some ego thing. It's a real event that when you start to shift and change your energy inside, your world starts to change around you. So it's really cool. Any message from my great grandma, Elsie? She's saying to me, she says, you don't have to think of me as great. I know that you love me. I love you too. I'm not more special. She wants you to be clear. Don't make me more special. I was just the love that you needed. I'm so proud of you. She's showing something about a pyramid. She's showing me something about a pyramid. Something. What are you showing me that for? It's like a pyramid in distance. I don't know if you're planning to go to Egypt, but that's just my mind, William's mind. I don't know if you're planning on going to Egypt. That's William's mind, but she's very clear. There's just showing me this image of a pyramid. I don't know what that means. That's all I'm getting. But she loves you very, very much. And she knows that why when you say she was great, that's what you mean, that you love her very much and she loves you very much too. You don't have to worry about that. But you can connect directly to her. Anybody here who wants to connect to a lost relative can learn to do that. You see, just because they leave the physical world doesn't mean they're gone. They're just not physical. And there's different dimensions of energy and consciousness that you can train your awareness to perceive. In our Masterclass 101, you'll learn that process of how to sensitize your awareness to perceiving the energy of non-physical beings. It's a really fascinating thing to watch people go through the process. I just finished the 104 and now feel the awakening vibration living inside me. I'm doing the 101 again because you never stop learning and growing, and now we do it together. Oh, wonderful. Wendy, so good to see you be in the 101 again, Wendy. Lovely. JJ saying, I'll see you in the 101 class, Wendy. Wonderful. Have you coming back, JJ? It's been a while. Lovely to see you again. Hello from Italy. Can I ask ask an MG for me? Hello from Italy. Can I ask? I'm not sure. Can you rephrase the question, Alia, so I can understand it differently? My brain is just a transmission point between receiving and transmitting information. If I misask the question, then I won't get the right answer. Somebody said, I remember who I am. Thank you for answering my question. That's wonderful. Message from my brother who died of COVID. Okay. Oops. That's a word that a lot of people that have left from COVID, that have left the physical body, they don't die. Please understand, you do not die when the body ceases to exist. But that doesn't mean you're going to live either, because you have to be aware that you are aware. You have to know who you are. The vast majority of people that went through that process often went oops in participating in things a little differently than they ought to have. But again, for him specifically, I don't know why, but I'm hearing an English accent speaking to me right now. It's an English accent saying, I love you, love. That's what I'm getting right now. It's a very strong English accent. Am I meant to be an energy healer in this lifetime? Jacqueline, you already know the answer to that question, but you've got so much in your mind that contradicts that possibility. And this is what's happened to a lot of people. Sign up for Masterclass 101 Awakening, and you'll reconnect to the truth of the possibility and not be stuck in the uncertainty that your mind constantly gives you. That's what happens with most people. They come here, everybody's come here with a purpose. We get given all this information and beliefs and ideas about life, and that often mutes, inhibits, or blocks you from remembering what you came here for. And in our Masterclass series, you'll go within. You literally go back to the source of who you are, and you begin to feel the beautiful you that is really who you are. Instead of all the stuff that you've been taught to think about yourself or believe about yourself, it's nonsense, right? But sign up. Don't waste any time. Go today. Sign up. Is my dad going to reincarnate with my mom again? I'm getting a strong yes for that. Will I move across Canada this summer? Somebody just tell me it's your choice. You are free to do that, but be prepared to move when it happens, because you will experience several events that will change your life significantly if you choose to do that. Wow, that's cool. Sarah, your dad is right beside you right now. He's beside you right now. Like, what you need to do is, oh wait, hang on, Sarah. Apparently I can invite you on. Let me invite Sarah on. Hang on, where's she? Okay, invite. Let's invite Sarah on. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
I'm so grateful that you came on. Where are you from, Sarah?
England.
Well, welcome, England, to Canada.
Thank you.
So your dad tells me he's right beside you. And,
yeah?
And he wants you to feel his presence. Are you willing and open and receptive to taking a few short steps to experiencing his energy around you?
I am, yeah.
Okay, are you sitting right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so just take a long, slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, let your body relax. Like completely give all the muscles, all the nerves, all the organs. As you exhale, let it all relax. And do 3 breaths like that. Slow, deep breaths where you just allow all the body to relax. And then next, take 3 slow, deep breaths and allow all the thoughts to kind of leave your mind. Just imagine you can just exhale all the thoughts out of your mind so that you clear your mind of all the thoughts that are there.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want you to just sense the space around your body. Just sense the space around your body. Okay? As if about 4 feet around you, okay? Now I want you to think, don't speak, but think to your dad, come closer to me and feel what changes around you in that space. As you say, Dad, come closer to me. Feel what changes and describe that.
Sorry.
So you want to ask your dad to come close. Think to your dad, come closer to me, Dad. You want to think that as you're in that state of relaxation, and ask him to come closer to you, and feel what changes in this space around you, and describe what changes in the space around you as you do that. You might feel a sudden heat in one place. You might feel cool. You might feel a tingling sensation, but notice where you feel a sensation in the space around you.
I feel a bit light.
Okay. Where do you feel that light? Is that lightness? Okay. Is that lightness behind you, beside you, above you? Where is it?
Around my head.
Okay. So just feel it around your head and ask your dad to come closer to you. Ask him to come even closer to you and notice how that changes. And describe that.
I think he's in front of me now, but I don't know.
Good. So just let yourself feel that. Remember, this is just a beginning step where you begin to learn to sense the energy of the being around you. Because your dad doesn't have a physical body, but he still has energy that you can sense and perceive if you train yourself to perceive it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And what you're doing is just a beginning step of how we walk people through that process in Masterclass 101, where people actually get the chance to tune into and feel the energy of their loved ones, that they can call in the Ascended Masters, of their guides or angels or God or whomever you want to connect with. But I want to thank you for coming on with us, Sarah. And
thanks.
And I'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Bye, love.
Bye.
So you can see in a small example like that, and where this is extended over a 3-week period, so those levels of sensitivity to the qualities of energy of spirit become deeper as you practice and apply it. She's only tried this once, and she began to feel the energy around the top of the head. She began to feel the energy move to the front of her. Because remember, when a person leaves the physical dimension, they're no longer a physical being. They don't have a physical body to touch you. They don't have physical body to speak physical sound waves to you as words. But they do have energy. They are still consciousness and energy that's on a different frequency than the frequency of matter. And so you can't perceive them with your eyes and ears the same way, although that can happen too, because we've seen that with students where they actually see a loved one in front of them, or they see Jesus in front of them. That can happen too. But generally speaking, in the beginning, you have to train your awareness to feel the energy and not the matter of substance, right? And you can learn to tune in that very, very easily. Thank you so much again, Sarah, for coming on with us and sharing your experience. Your dad loves you a lot. He's so grateful. He's actually very excited. Let's see here. Is my mama who passed away with me? Not right at this moment, but if you want her to be with you, you can ask her to come and connect with you. A common misperception about death is that because the physical form ceases to exist, the individual no longer exists. From the perspective of a physical dimension, they no longer exist physically. That is the truth. But even Master Jesus talks about this. When you die of flesh, you get to return to spirit. And every single master has talked about that process, that transition from matter to spirit. So yes, they become non-physical instead of physical, but you can access them. And yeah, she'll come to you if you call her. Again, for those of you that want to learn to connect your loved ones, your guides, your angels, because you did not come to just listen to the world telling you what you should think and feel and believe. Inside you is a communication system that you can connect to many levels of information and consciousness. You're not here to just only what you hear with your ears, eyes. You're meant to get a whole realm of information available to you. It's called the infinite spectrum of consciousness, right? For lack of a better term, it's a realm of all information that you don't know is available to you when you move into the state of being, right? Anyway, go sign up for the course. Don't waste any time. Thank you so much. Hi, William. Do you feel like talking about emails I sent someone, or could we talk about what I just learned? Love is the way. That's true. I'm not sure what. If you want to come on with me, Joy, I'd be happy to have you come on. Oh wait, here's somebody who wants to come on. Let's see who this is. Loves the way. Okay, let's see. Loves the way. We'll bring her on. Hi guys. I'll get to you in a second, Jackie. I see your question there. Hello, beautiful soul. What's
Hi, good morning, Michael. Sorry, good morning, William. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What's your question, consideration, or request?
I need a healing from the betrayals that I just learned about this morning. I mean, I've known about the betrayals, but it's really bad.
Okay. So are you first of all, I need to ask you, are you willing to release those emotions? Are you willing?
Yes, William, it's me, Leslie, and I'm willing to send love to them and receive love.
Okay, so take a long, slow, deep breath, Leslie.
Thank you.
And as you exhale, allow your body to relax. In fact, give your body permission to completely relax. First thing is get the body into a state where it's not distracting you.
I am still. I am with me.
Wonderful. Now, the second thing is to take a deep breath and then exhale or release all the thoughts from your mind. Just let all the thoughts go, all the analysis. Just let it all go.
Where do we let it go to?
It doesn't matter. Just use your breath and release those thoughts. Doesn't matter where they go. Just release them.
They won't show up in my day tomorrow?
They won't show up in your day tomorrow if you don't want them in there tomorrow.
I don't. So
Okay.
I want to make sure that when I release,
okay. So
I'm free of it.
But that's only the second step. There's a third step we got to go to. So take a deep breath and release any of the thoughts that are in your mind around this.
Okay.
And thirdly, take a slow, deep breath and feel all the emotions that you have around those thoughts. And take a deep breath, and as you exhale, release all of those emotions out from your body. Like let them go out through the top of your head. Just release all those emotions and release them with this comment: I release these emotions with love and grace. I release these emotions with love and grace. And repeat that sequence of words in your mind 3 times.
I release these emotions with love and grace. Thank you.
And describe what difference in your feeling is now.
I think it might take a few more minutes. However, I've got a nice light in front of me.
So you can feel that the energy's now changing within you, correct?
Yeah, I can actually see, I guess, the gap being closed in. Oh, that's what it is. The gap is closing in on itself.
Yes. So just apply that a few more times, Leslie, and it will clear that all out, okay?
Thank you so much, William. You are just wonderful.
You're welcome.
Thank you and your guide.
Thank you. It takes one to know one. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Jared.
Bye-bye, love. Wonderful. Now, Jackie's asking a question here. Can I have a message from my guides regarding the next steps in my journey? Thank you. Jackie, take Masterclass 101 Awakening. Take it. Go sign up right now. Take it. And the steps are there for you. The steps that you need to take to move in that direction that you've been meandering your way towards. That will do it for you. Sign up. Go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. There's a mourning dove that placed its nest in my garage. I feel very connected to it. Is there anything it needs from me? No, it did that so that you could connect to the underlying awareness in your own being that you are now activating divine love within your own life and in your own being. Doves represent that. They've been a symbol of that divine love for many hundreds of years. The dove represents love, divine love, not the love of the dove itself. But that's a symbol for you to realize that you're bringing that divine love into your life. Not just your garage, you're bringing it into your life. Right? Thank you, Amanda. And thank you for that super chat. Jackie, I really appreciate it. Someone saying the classes are amazing. If you have an interest, I strongly encourage you. Thank you so much for saying that. I've got that. Any message from me, from your guides or my past over energy connections? Hi, Brenda. Yeah, I'm getting really strong. You need some work on your. You need like some sort of chiropractic. You need an adjustment in your spine, and you need to go out and ground. You need to really spend time letting your feet connect to the earth directly. You need to do that right now. Please do that. Please. Oh, thank you, Amanda. I really appreciate that gift. Wonderful. I love you too, Andrea. Thank you so much. And thank you for participating in the masterclass. It was wonderful. Good morning. I would love a message from my angels, please, and to cleanse the physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions. Hello, beautiful soul. Again, you want to learn to do this because they keep telling me the same. They created these master classes to instruct you how to do this ourselves. They gave us these classes to teach us how to do this for ourselves, to not continually be dependent upon ascended masters or the priests or the ministers or the rabbi or the booze, or the drugs, or the alcohol, all that stuff. These master classes were a gift to us to awaken and activate your natural innate abilities to fully be and do who you are. Oh, I love the rain. It's so beautiful. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this incredible, beautiful rain falling right now. Just lovely. Pardon me. I think we're almost done today. Hello and welcome. Yeah. If you want, okay, if you want an immediate evidence that you can shift or change your own energy right now, what is your name again? Let's see. Renee. Okay, Renee. Take a deep breath. A lot of people don't know they can do this. Take a deep breath and let your body relax. Like, give the whole body permission to just relax. Like, consciously take a breath, release a breath, and with each release, give your body permission to fully and completely relax. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people keep their body in tension all the time. Give it permission to relax. And just keep breathing slowly, allowing the body to relax. And as the body continues to relax, turn your attention to where all the thoughts and memories and emotions in your mind are swirling around in that space in the middle of your head. And imagine that you can breathe into that space in the middle of your head. Imagine you can just draw your breath up there and fill your head with your breath. And as you exhale, release all those thoughts from your mind with your breath. And do 3 breaths like that, where you gently release and let go of all the thoughts, all the memories, all the emotions. What starts to happen as you release the tension from the body and you release the thoughts from the mind is the body no longer has the stresses of the mind affecting it. And you're now allowing it to relax. And the body begins to go into a corrective process when it's allowed to relax. Like when you put your body to sleep at night, it tries to go through a healing process. Most people are dreaming, so the body doesn't really get to really heal. But when you put your body into a deliberately relaxed state, you're actually mimicking the body's natural healing process by allowing it to completely relax. And then when you release your thoughts, you don't have anything to distract your body from healing. So just slowly and deliberately for the next few minutes, just relax the body and release the thoughts from your mind. Those 2 actions alone will begin to initiate a healing process spontaneously in your body. Just those 2 processes, not only for your body, but for you. You'll begin to feel a sense of peace and well-being just from that simple act. Again, I cannot stress how important it is. You did not come here to suffer, any of you. You came here to learn to create. You came here to heal. You came here to teach. You came here to offer a unique gift that you and you specifically are here to offer. And the world can't show you what that is because it's within you. You have to go within, which is what Sanat Kumara said in the very beginning when he gave his message. We have to go within to bring forth our purpose into the world. Anyway, I want to wish you all much love. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out today. You're very welcome. Thank you for the hearts and fingers. Yes, I have anxiety and I meditate and Reiki too. Come to the masterclass, Renee. I cannot tell you how many people, if there's any of my students on TikTok right now, please encourage Renee to come out to the masterclass, especially because we have many students who've had ADD and uh, anxiety, manic depressive. They come to courses and their lives are completely changed. And it's not a complex or difficult process. And you're already doing the right things. But when you learn it from the masters, I channel the Ascended Masters. I'm blessed to be able to be a vehicle for them during these classes. Their energy is profound and life changing. And you'll see for yourself when you come in and experience it. But don't waste time. You only got 6 days left. WilliamMichaelForbes.com is where you register for Masterclass 101 Awakening. And I'll look forward to, you're very welcome, Andrea. The Masterclass is worth it. Start at 101 coming up. Wonderful. So thank you, everybody, for taking the time of coming out. We try to get to as many questions here. If you do have a question that you must have answered, use the Linktree link in my bio on my TikTok channel or below any one of my live videos on YouTube. Click the Linktree link. It'll take you where you can ask a question, a single question, or you can book a reading with me, which is also an amazing and phenomenal experience as well. Have yourselves a joyful day. And Jerusalem, he was saying, yes, I've taken all 4 classes and am about to do them again. Do it. It's really true. Someone says, I had anxiety. William and the classes changed my life. Thank you so much for sharing. It means a lot to the people that need to know this, right? Thank you for the roses. Wonderful. And again, this is not just a mediumship course, 101 Master. It's a course in ultimately self-mastery. I want to wish you all much love. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. And I will see all of you guys on the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye for now, everybody.